You've asked me about this video for so long, and you're finally getting it today. Yeah, finding out what I eat in a day to stay massive, and also how I've improved my skin quality, my hair, and my overall physique over the last 6 months massively, using a combination of training, nutrition, peptides, and supplements. My philosophy on the peptides is I want to enhance my growth, my recovery. I want to enhance myself as much as humanly possible without destroying my natural production of hormones. That's why anabolic steroids, TRT, is something I stay away from. For now, I think about it on the daily. So I get you if you're taking TRT or you're on that stuff, but don't accuse me of taking TRT. I don't give a fuck. I would just tell you guys I'm not on TRT, but I'm trying to become as enhanced as possible without damaging my natural production. And this is essentially what I do to get there. The foods that I eat, 5,000 calories I'm on at the moment. My body can take 5,000 calories with my training, and I don't get overly fat. I actually got bigger and leaner during this period since Christmas, and my skin's got considerably better. I had a little bit of a better tan here than I do right now, but a very different face to what I have here. And same as you can probably see right now, my face at the moment is very different to this. Certainly a lot less pale, a lot less puffy. So let's get into this. Let's rock and roll. Let's start with the nutrition. My breakfast, wake up probably between 7:30 and 8 a.m. each day. I have a pre-training meal. I train in the morning. So I wake up, I'll read, I'll have about 500 ml to a liter of water. Then I'll come downstairs after reading and I'll have 2 slices of sourdough toast, grass-fed butter, organic honey, 2 tablespoons, about 420 calories and 20 grams of protein. It's my pre-workout. Then I drink one of these protein shakes during my workout. I usually have also a Red Bull or some form of caffeinated beverage at the gym. Train for 1 to 2 hours, depending on the day. Then I have my meal 2 post-training. Let's say we're at about 11 o'clock now. I usually have it at a restaurant near me. 6 poached eggs, 2 here, 4 here. And then pulled beef on sourdough with some sauce. And I put olive oil all over this entire meal to up the calories, hitting about 1,000 calories. Then I have another Wow Hydrate protein drink when I get home. It's another 20 grams of protein. So total for the morning, 1,590, 140 grams of protein. Lunch, I'm cooking. Well, I'm not, but my maid is cooking an entire rotisserie chicken every day for me. I usually have probably 3/4 of it. Max probably has a quarter because he's on a cut, I'm on bulk. I'm normally on about 700 grams of chicken, 280 grams of rice, organic honey, 1,350 calories, 110 grams of protein. Drinks, protein yogurt shake. I don't know if yogurt's spelled right there. Yeah, it is. Protein yogurt shake, 28 grams of protein, 360 calories. I really like these. It's such an easy way to get extra calories. You're getting 720 calories just having 2 of these yogurt drinks a day. It's crazy. Total 1,700, 138 grams of protein. This is a classic look at my dinner. 300 gram ribeye steak, cheesy pasta, broccoli or side salad. 1,600 calories, 90 grams of protein. And then evening snack, large bowl of cereal plus milk. Now, at the moment, I'm being a little rogue, to be honest. I'll go into my peptide stack and how that has increased my appetite recently. But I've been getting pretty fucking hungry. So this is my 80% diet. Like 80% of the time I'm eating this. The other 20% I'm adding whatever the fuck I want, to be honest. Like my evening snack could be a bar of dark chocolate, Lindt bar chocolate, like 500 calories. Sometimes I'll do that. Could be 3 bowls of ice cream from Haagen-Dazs. That's like 700 calories. Could be that. Could be a little bit tamer. Could be a large bowl of cereal. It's never usually, though. It's normally 2 large bowls of cereal, about 500 calories. So my totals for this meal plan and what I'm eating currently, it's about 5,160 calories a day, 382 grams of protein. I'm training usually twice a day along with this. If this seems absolutely insane, it's because I'm running at least 5K a day and I'm training 1 to 2 hours in the gym. And the reason I can do that, I mean, that's a hell of a lot of training. And previously I wouldn't have been able to keep up with that training load. The reason I can keep up with that training load is a mixture of supplements and peptides, which I'm going to break down for you now. Hardwood testosterone blend, you can read that, pause the video, read that. That's something we get from Bangkok. Seems to be very good, to be honest, mostly for libido. Vitamin D, 10,000 IUs a day, currently I'm on 20,000 a day. Boron complex, 12,000 milligrams. That's that one there. increases free testosterone. Zinc, very good for testosterone. L-tyrosine, very good precursor to dopamine. So taking that on the daily just to help with dopamine production in the brain. Magnesium glycinate, very good before bed. Also good for dopamine production, also good for testosterone. And then L-theanine, taken before bed as well. And my morning stack is the vitamin D3, the boron, the zinc, the hardwood. This is my, and the L-tyrosine. This is my evening blend, magnesium glycinate and theanine. These are my simple supplements. I'm not taking creatine. I could probably start adding 5 grams a day in, but it does make my stomach a little bit sensitive. So I'd have to maybe have a look at some other types of creatine. What am I doing in terms of my bloody peptides then? The stuff that everyone gets in a bit of a tiz about and goes, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. My peptides have recently changed just slightly. If you watch my last video on peptides, I was taking sermorelin plus ipamorelin. I'm now taking CJC 1295 plus ipamorelin. I'm going to tell you exactly what this does. This is the pen that I use and inject from. I inject 5 times a week. Each time 250 micrograms is my dose of each of these. So I get 250 micrograms ipamorelin, 250 micrograms of CJC, 5 times a week, 2 days off. I'm going to tell you what it's meant to do and then what my actual experience with this is. Deeper, more restorative sleep, increased fat oxidation, particularly visceral fat, faster muscle recovery and lean mass retention, improved skin quality and collagen synthesis, enhanced energy and well-being over weeks of use, IGF-1 elevation, the downstream growth factor that drives most of the body composition effects. So I am actually about a week into CJC plus ipamorelin. Previously did 1 cycle of sermorelin plus ipamorelin. I can say right now, even in this first week, that this CJC plus ipamorelin is far more powerful than sermorelin and ipamorelin alone. When I inject this, I get an incredibly hot flush. Like, I feel that GH pulse. This is designed to increase growth hormone in the body, to increase the GH pulse from your own pituitary gland without injecting growth hormone. When I inject this, 5 minutes later, boom, I'm fucking bright red. I am hot as fuck. And it feels amazing. Like, I'm just like, boom. Oh my God, I'm fucking burning up right now. I like it personally. I like it. That's that GH being released. I take it before bed on an empty stomach. And results in the last week, appetite has gone through the roof. Appetite is double. Like previously, I force feed myself. I haven't had to force feed myself this week. I'm already thinking about eating right now. I've been holding off eating because of this video, but I'm thinking about food. Ask any of my friends, I never think about food. So really enjoying it for that benefit, because I need more calories if I'm going to hit my 200-pound goal. I'm currently weighing the heaviest I've ever weighed, 185 pounds. So I've got 15 pounds of muscle to add over the next 6 months to a year is what I'm going for. Slow and steady wins the race. I'm not big for the crazy bulks, crazy cuts. Felt the obviously the heat and the hot flush, increased energy, increased appetite, increased water retention probably. That explains an rapid increase in weight. Not looking as lean, which would explain water retention. Feeling stronger, feeling hornier. Libido's up on a major scale. And that's about all I can report on right now as I'm 7 days in. Definitely didn't feel this many effects from the sermorelin and ipamorelin alone last month though. So there you go. I'm on for my skin a peptide called GHKCU. It's a copper peptide, activates the body's own repair mechanisms, accelerates healing of damaged skin, tendons, gut lining, lung issues, stimulates collagen, promotes angiogenesis. It's anti-inflammatory, powerfully down-regulates inflammatory gene expression, blah, blah, blah. Skin and hair, most documented cosmetic use. You can use this topically, so apparently it's very good to rub on the skin, not this exact one, but get a GHKCU copper peptide cream for the skin is very good. I inject it. Seems to be working. I think the skin looks well, hair looks well. I don't appear to be majorly losing my hair. I'd say my hair is quite thick, even though it has thinned in the past. It seems to be at a pretty good level now. Facial hair, obviously non-existent, which it has been forever, but maybe it will come through. And as far as I know, certainly the skin benefits of this. If we go back to the first picture, I was looking a lot more. There was just a dryness to the hair. like a total different dryness to the hair, to the skin, and a whiteness and a puffiness to the skin, which really doesn't seem to be there anymore. This is the best I've looked on it when if I do a cut for a few days and cut all the salt out of my diet, my face really leans out. That's the best I've looked, but I mean, that's a pretty fucking major difference. It's been, I would put that down to the Skin Glow, which is GHKCU. No adverse side effects and nothing other than that. So I think it's working. Been on that for over 30 days now. BPC plus TB500. It's called the Wolverine stack. Well-renowned recovery stack. One of the greatest recovery stacks that you can get for healing your muscles, for healing any injuries. So I'm taking this daily. It's a mixed one, so it's already mixed inside of this pen, and promotes cell migration to injury sites, reduces inflammation, promotes new blood vessel, systematic, travels through body via bloodstream to find damage, effective for chronic injuries, some evidence for cardiac tissue repair and neurological regeneration. Also some reports of increased dopamine response. I'll run you through this one. So I had a bad injury start this year in the back of my right shoulder from boxing. Back of this right shoulder, I was unable to do a pull-up. I can now do 20 strict pull-ups back to back. I'm lat pull downing 110 kilos for 5 when I couldn't do 30 kilos at the start of the year. The shoulder has been massively repaired on that backside from, I think, BPC and TB 500. The BPC I've been taking longer than the TB. The TB is a recent addition to the BPC, past 7 days. Previously, it was just BPC 157, but I got them both in this pen, taking this daily, 7 days a week. Anything else to talk about with that one? Yes, I also take, this is not a peptide, and you guys might have heard of this before, but I take Cialis. Cialis, a lot of people confuse Cialis and Viagra. Cialis is a very different compound to Viagra, but people often confuse them. Cialis is something you can take on a daily basis. The benefits are well-renowned and a massive long list of blood flow benefits for pumps in the gym, heart health. Very, very different to Viagra, which is an unhealthy compound, in my opinion. I take 2.5 milligrams of Cialis every other day. That also helps to widen blood vessels, it aids in the delivery of the BPC and the TB 500. So I take 2.5 milligrams, half a pill of Cialis every other day and take a day off in between. Cialis also helps with blood flow, sexual health, all of that sort of stuff. Look into it. I first learned about Cialis in Dan Bilzerian's book, The Setup, which is really good. Great book. Really enjoyed it. And he was talking about how he's taken Cialis, obviously, because he's banging so many girls all the time. He's taken Cialis every day, 5 milligrams or whatever. And for me, 2.5 every other day is absolutely fine for me. I've got no problems with erections anyway. But this just, I mean, when it does come to sex, you'll rock hard, like straight again after you've already blown. You can go 2-3 times. You get better pumps in the gym, better blood flow. Also helps the delivery of BPC and TB. No, not many adverse side effects reported in studies at the dose I'm taking. Seems like a big benefit to me. As you can see, guys, this is fairly unnatural, but unnatural in a way that none of this, if I came off it, would massively impact me. I could come off this stuff and I'm not going to feel down. I'm not going to feel depressed. I'm not going to feel like I can't recover. I'm just going to be slightly slowed down. My current recovery and growth rate would be 1.5 to 2 times better than somebody who is natural. I could have it 3 times better, 3.5, 4 times if I was taking TRT or anabolics, but the risk I don't think is worth it. I like the fact that peptides, I could come off them no problem. Whereas if I'm on a high dose TRT, if I come off that, I'm going to fucking bottom out. I'm going to affect my reproduction rate or my fertility rate as well. And I'm stuck on that for the rest of my life. So that's why I'm doing all I can to stay on the right side of not fucking with my natural production. Another peptide I'm taking, DSIP, for sleep architecture. A large reason why men's testosterone levels has gone down over the last, since the 1980s, they were doing studies, and I think since 1980, it's come down 1% a year. average testosterone rates predicted right now are about 400 nanogram per deciliter for a male. That's so fucked. Like, you'll feel like shit if your testosterone's down there. Mine's usually around a 900. I think recently with this stuff and the extra sleep, I think I'll be up over 1,000 in my next blood test, but I'll let you guys know. I feel great though. But being down at 400 is depressing. And a large reason why I think that is, aside from plastics and seed oils and all those sorts of things, because I know a lot of people that have cut them out but still have issues with the testosterone. And I think it's because of sleep. I think people don't sleep deep enough. I think it's the phones. I think it's the constant stress. I think it's social media. I think the sleep is heavily impacted. And the majority of testosterone is made in the ball sack, in the nighttime, in your sleep, in a certain phase of sleep. Where if you are fucking with that regularly, your test is going to get absolutely wrecked and you're going to feel like shit. Hence taking DSIP. I thought one of the best peptides I could take was something that improves my sleep quality, because it's going to boost my test. It's going to boost everything, repair function. It's going to increase the effectiveness of the growth hormone release of the CJC. It's going to improve the collagen production, skin health. All of those things are affected by sleep. It's like the one thing that improves everything else. So I've got a sleep peptide called DSIP, delta sleep inducing peptide. Puts you in delta wave sleep, increases slow wave sleep, restorative stage where majority of physical repair and testosterone synthesis occurs. Main feelings from this is that I'm crazy dreams, which shows that increased level of sleep, or the quality of the sleep is that my dreams are wild. Like, I don't actually like the feeling of taking this peptide because of the dreams. The dreams are very vivid. Often they are nightmares. I don't mind, obviously, because I'm a fucking man. So it's a dream at the end of the day. And I like the benefits. And obviously I'm maybe doing some repair because I haven't had REM sleep for a while. And that's why the dreams are vivid. So I'm sticking it out, but I'm just warning you, if you do take this, and obviously everything I say is just personal opinion. I'm not a doctor. This is not advice you should take. This is my experiments on myself and me sharing it with you. But that being said, if you do take this, just get ready for some wild dreams. Shown to reduce stress response at neurological level, lowers basal cortisol. Obviously, cortisol is very bad for testosterone, so it brings it down. Some evidence for antidepressant-like effects via normalization of the stress axis. I felt pretty good recently. I do find that this works. This is definitely working because I stopped using it for a week last month because of the dreams. And then I started using it again. I was repairing faster and looking better in the morning, looking leaner. Very interesting. It also complements, it's saying here, complementing your ipamorelin and sermorelin. It should say complementing my CJC. And that's our last one. So there you go, guys. That is my entire meal plan. That is everything I'm injecting into myself on a regular basis. Do with that what you will. And that's my supplement stack. On a whole, let me give you a little bit of my thesis. So, on a whole, a lot of people come to me and say, Jack, do I need, should I start taking the peptides? Do I need them? Is it really going to help me? And I would say to you this, how long have you trained completely natural? I trained 14 years completely natural before touching any compounds. I probably could have done 10 years and then started. I don't think it's that big a deal. But if it's your first time ever training and you're thinking, let me go and inject this stuff in myself, I would avoid that for a while until you've actually learned to train, because what you want is, you don't want to be wasting anything extra that you're adding in. Like, only do this stuff if you're taking it serious, if you're sleep starved, if you're training properly, if you're using it to its advantage, because without the stimulus, it doesn't work. This works for me because I can now train every single day, twice a day, and feel good the next day. I'm getting double growth factor. So I'm actually using it properly. Whereas if you're just taking it and being lazy, it's not going to work. Same with any of this stuff. Like, it requires serious work, and it gives you an extra 20, 30, 40% recovery. And recovery is where the muscle is made. It's where you gain that extra strength. It's where you gain that extra muscle, that better physique. So if you're not already dialed in your training, you don't know how to train first. Do at least a year, 2 years. Then start having a look. And with every compound, make sure it comes from a very reliable source. Don't fucking buy things off the dark web. Get them prescribed from a doctor that's actually tested the compounds. Don't fuck around with this shit. Another one is, check if effects are reversible. Like with all of these peptides, they don't seem to interact badly with me. I get my blood work regularly checked. They don't inhibit my natural production of certain hormones. Yes, there are risks, but I'm willing to take those risks. Now, the risks of jumping on something powerful or certain psalms or different things that might give you a very, very good effect at first is that they can often create damage that is irreparable. And that's why I'm scared of the TRT as much as I would like to have that fucking 1,500 nanogram per deciliter testosterone level. I'm a bit scared of the TRT. Now, if you're somebody that you've tried every natural way of boosting your testosterone and you're still down at a 400 and you feel like shit every day, then the risk is probably going to be worth it. And you should talk to a doctor about it, because then you could get your testosterone up to 1,000 nanogram per deciliter. Your life's going to fucking change. For me right now, I'm pretty good. Like, I have good natural test. I feel good. I sleep well. I'm taking a load of other stuff to help with my recovery. So no test for me currently. You will know the minute I start taking it. I'll start telling you. I don't see it happening for at least another 3 years, to be honest with you guys. But there you go. That's a bit of an insight and just a raw look on how I'm viewing nutrition, supplements, and peptides currently. If you want to watch my training video or join in on my training challenges, my exact meal plans for lean bulking or cutting or increasing testosterone naturally, check out the 90-Day Savage underneath. It's a 90-day challenge to get in the best shape of your life. You're in a community with me and a load of other guys becoming absolute savages. So have a good one, my guys, and speak to you soon. Adios. Whoop-pow!